The CXW series is a wide body 12-inch by 12-inch product. It's 2.5 inches tall, and the reason for the CXW series is for heavier weights. It distributes the weight more evenly on the surface, so you have a 12 by 12 footprint, which is 144 square inches. So when you have a heavier weight, you can distribute it over a roof membrane to put less pounds per square inch on the roof. Most often when you're doing a design for a rooftop, you're going to want to have about 2.5 to 5 pounds per square inch pressure on the roof. So as you can see, with this product being a 12 by 12 product, you can get a much greater weight capacity with this. Now the CXW has holes on top of it already molded into the product, and these allow you to put threaded rod or bolts or whatever you want. If you want to bolt some fittings on top of this, it makes it a very versatile product. So the CXW comes in multiple sizes. If you want to have a CXW 12 or a CXW 24 or 36, we can supply any different length that you require. For the most part, we really only sell the CXW. Now, with the CXW, just like the C series, when it has strut on it, it's called the CW series. And the W, by the way, is a designation for the word wide body because it's obviously a lot wider than the other products that we have. So the CW series comes with strut on it. Again, this is 7/16 tall strut by 1 5/8 by 12 inches long, and this is made for clamping your pipes to it. The CW series can come in any length. We have CW 12, 24, 36, 48. You can make it whatever length you want. We'll just add more blocks and put a longer piece of strut on. So the CW series, again, is for heavier duty applications or wider applications. What you're seeing right here is it's on a gasket. And we call this a gasket. It's a piece of roofing membrane. This brings up our next series, which is called the CG series. Now the CG series, CGW, CG stands for gasket. And what happens on rooftops is when you're putting products on, a lot of times the engineers will require that you put what's called a slip sheet on the unit. Now a slip sheet is going to be designated as anything that goes underneath the product to provide a barrier of protection between the product and the roofing membrane. We are able to give you a gasket that will match the roof. So if it's going to be this for example is called EPDM. Don't ask me what those letters mean because it's a scientific formulation of the rubber and it doesn't really matter in this application. So EPDM or TPO or PVC or mod bit. These are all different roofing types of roofing materials. This one here it has an EPDM gasket underneath it. So the nice thing is for when you're selling our products or you're selling any products, the idea is to ease the pain of the customer. Now, when a customer is told that he is supposed to have a gasket underneath each product or a slip sheet underneath each product, how will he go and find the material? It's next to impossible because they have to go find a roofing supply house that will sell to them. Most of them have to have accounts, which they won't have. So they have to find a roofing installer that will have this product on hand. And again, most of them won't have this product on hand either because when they do a job, they ship the rolls, which are usually going to be 10 or 20 or 30 feet by 100-foot rolls to do a whole roof. And when they're done the roof, they don't have wastage that they ship back. So it's very hard to get the material for a plumbing contractor. Now what we do is we have it right here in the factory. We have rolls of it and we will cut it to suit each product for what the request is. So if you have a guy who's doing a roof that's all EPDM, we'll ship you all the product with EPDM slip sheets underneath the product. And these slip sheets, as I mentioned, the wide body is 12 by 12. These slip sheets are 18 by 18, so it gives you enough overlap here that they can, if they want to, they can glue the slip sheet down to the roof if they want it to be fastened. Now the slip sheet does both. It's either you can fasten them or you can use it just as a protective barrier for the roof. This is our base product this is a product that we have patented. Nobody else has a product with a membrane attached to it. Now the other part that'll happen is if contractors, you'll find out that if they want to get the roofing guy to install a slip sheet, that's a whole other nightmare in its own right because the roofer has to go and put the slip sheets down wherever the product is going to go. Well, when they're doing the roof and they're guessing where those products are going to need to have the supports underneath it, that's almost impossible. So they'll end up having to get them all changed after they do the installation. So that's never a good option, but it is one of the options they're forced to do because they have to use roofing guys to do it. So with our product, it comes with it. It's bolted, it's mechanically fastened onto the back of the product. So this product is not, it's not glued, it's not going to come off. It has a large washer and bolt system through to hold it in place. Now, if you're going to use this product for a structural product, meaning they're going to build and they need to have an uplift coefficient on these. Uplift would be if you're installing it on something like ductwork or let's say solar panels or anything where there's a wind uplift coefficient. We would end up taking this product and putting a channel underneath it to clamp it in tighter, because you're going to have more force upwards on the membrane if you're going to glue, because you're going to glue the membrane down. So that would be a special order. Call us and ask us, tell us you're going to be using it in an uplift situation, and we'll change the product.